Hello. Hi. I'm going to show you what I got. Potatoes. Potatoes, potatoes, potatoes. Oh, my baskets are doing really well. And potatoes. Some onions, last of the onions. Potatoes. Potatoes. Onions. I got boxes and sacks of potatoes in the house that I've got to get done. So, it's so pretty. So pretty. So pretty. And I've started a succession of more seeds. Sunflowers, really, I think. There's some other ones. Yeah, the sidewalk's a mess. Don't look there. I'll talk about that another time. But look, I took out my white sun patience. They were just so bold and popped, and I just like it all to be cohesive and calm. So I moved the sun patience to the front. Let me call Lulu. See where she went. There she is. So here's the garden. The elderberry is amazing. And that's kind of why I pulled out the sun patience too, because it was a different white. This is more grounded and has more beige to it. So, and the other was just so white. So I moved it to the front where I do have a lot of white. This hydrangea is just beautiful. So pretty. These here, I don't know. They bloom on old wood, so we had a late freeze, early freeze, after it already started greening up, so I don't look for any blooms on any of my blue hydrangeas. Let's go back to this garden here. Got cardboard down ready to put some mulch down. Silas flushing out again. Oh, so pretty. My coleus, I don't know if they're getting too much water, or they need to be fertilized. Maybe they're getting too much sun. These two, that one there doesn't look as, the leaves are browning. Poor Lulu, she got spayed this week, so she's running around with her cone on her head. Her cone on her head, poor girl. Our new plants are doing really well. It's blooming. Pretty. Clematis here. She's staying real bunchy. She may be a lower growing one. I thought they all were high, but salvia. Never do wrong with salvia, y'all. Lettuce is going to seed. We're not big lettuce eaters. We did have some BLTs this week, and I put lettuce on my sandwich. Papa didn't. Got tomatoes. Could make a salad. May try that. But it's kind of going to seed. Those are hollyhocks, I believe. Got a couple of them. Something's eating their leaves, but I hear that they're kind of a trap crop. Finally getting up some deal. There's some more deal. I planted some sunflowers in here, but I don't know. It's new seed. They're just not germinating well. Oh, look. This hot chocolate or Coco Loco, I'm not sure. It's a week's rose. she's really pretty. It's her second year in the garden. My English peas. Needing to harvest them off. They're kind of at their end, and there's the green beans coming through. We planted some green beans in the market row gardens, and we pulled up the potatoes. My zucchini. Zucchini grows overnight. I pulled out one. It's like 12, 15 inches long. And it's kind of straight. It didn't have any curve to it. But I just love that plant. It's kind of tropical, huh? And my dahlia. Isn't it a beautiful dahlia? Next, the salvia and the status. The basil's doing really well. It seems to grow and germinate better in clumps than it did for individual little pots. I think this is a spicy globe basil here. So there's another spicy globe basil, staying small. It's not like that there. The bumbles. This is a radish on to seed. Wonder what kind of little bug that is. That's a good bug or a bad bug. There's another radish seed here. It's got white blossoms. I did pull out some radishes. They were going to crowd in the rows and the status. And then this little flower here. I could cut my status and see if it will rebloom. I think it will. It looks like it's got other things up. Cut flowers are meant to cut. They're meant to cut. And I have zinnias I need to cut. Look at those. Aren't they beautiful? Should I go in a little bit closer? Let's show them. So pretty. My Swiss chard. There's some volunteer salvia. There's some volunteer, those yellow things. That thing is a monster. If you want something to take over, buy that. It's a dahlia. These are bee balm. Thought I had tore out most of my bee balm, but that came later and doesn't seem to be too much of an issue there. It was like taking over. Oh, so pretty. Y'all hear the Lulu? Sweet girl. This dahlia here is from dahlia seed. I've grown it from seed. Those radishes. Keeping the weeds and grass out. And the dahlia. Boop, 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 boop. Get in here to see ya. There we go. So pretty. The snaps. It's another. Lulu, what are you doing, girl? Huh? And the holy basil. Julia Child. I had picked all of her leaves off. It's a black spot, and it looks like it's coming back really well. Planted these little shrubs here. Yeah, I forgot the name. But they should fill in the space. Did consider putting some caladiums in the spaces there, but the dogs want to lay when we're back here right there, so I just thought, oh. Hydrangea there's doing really well. Can't remember if it's a pink or blue. I'm thinking it's blue, but it might be pink. Doing really well. Seems slow, but maybe because I watch it every day. But I think they've doubled in their size. This is this right here, Mandeville. It's Cloud 10 Rose. So pretty. I love the white roses, but you have to know that when they fade, they just fade brown. Where the other roses that may be pink will show more yellow, or the yellows may show more pink, but a white rose will turn brown. Okay, let's look at this here. Strawberries here on the edge. This was the peonies. Didn't get any peony blooms, but my green foliage looks so healthy. Last year it did not look healthy at all. So pulled it back, kept it watered. So I'm hoping maybe next year. This was the third year. The radishes, kind of keeping the weeds out. There's a lone carrot. Put some strawberries on the edge, some blue days. It's beginning to flourish, and it may well soon start flourishing more. This was onions and onions. This was potatoes, and look what was hidden in the potatoes. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to come back. And this is about the only color. It comes in so many colors, but this color here I think is about the only one that will return back. This was, I had 3 beds here. And so this was a walkway. So I planted the potatoes, just kind of made a row and then just planted potatoes in it. So there was some red ones, and no, those don't look like they're quite ready. See, they're just now blooming. But I have roses, some verbena came back, salvia, and then there's some Mexican heather that hasn't bloomed yet. This wild violet, it is a good keeper in your flowers. Look at this dahlia. Look at the size of that, almost as big as my hand. So gorgeous. This is a taller variety of salvia. It came back. It does kind of need to be staked. I think it falls over later. Clematis with the radishes. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. So I pulled that out. The potatoes, and I've got sunflowers that I'm hoping to put there. Hope they come up. I've got those in pots. It says 7 to 10 days. They're new seeds. But I planted some in the ground. Usually just the ground ones grow better than planting them from seed, but not this year. There I've thrown in some basil and the radishes, and they're pretty stiff. So my gladiolas are thinking about blooming. And there's another dahlia. But there are the gladiolas. My rose tree. And this is a tea rose. I've never really wanted a tea rose because it grows just kind of on one branch. You get one rose. So I was thinking I'd get like one rose at a time. Well, it's not. It's just so. And the snapdragons, cut them back. See, they're beginning to bloom again. Need to cut those back. They do really well in a vase too. I was impressed. And the sage, blooming out so pretty. And I had cut that sage from another plant and divided it. The oregano and thyme and strawberries. Here's that blue days. It's an annual, but oh, it's a go-getter. Let's look at this bed. I probably swung that too fast, huh? And these dahlias, look at the petals, they fell. That's so sweet and romantic. Look how full this thing is. Even the new blooms, look at that. So pretty. This is a romantic mix that I got. I planted it kind of all together. This year I staked it up. I need to put another stake. It's kind of wanting to lean over. It's heavy, isn't it? Purple. Burgundy, it's gorgeous. And some tick seed. Dinosaur kale. If you don't eat kale, you need to plant it just because of the color and it gets huge. So pretty. But here's that tea rose. Here is the kind it is. Midas touch. It's so pretty, isn't it? See how they'll bloom, and then as they age they change color. So sweet. So sweet. Oh, I love roses. Just precious. And that's even sweet with the asparagus. And strawberries. And this bit I haven't filled. I probably should get some more dahlias. Maybe and backdrop them on this side. I'll look today and see. Sounds like a great idea. Great idea. So, going with the Narnia theme, there's the lamp post. And it was $35 on Amazon. Put it in this bigger pot. It comes with a smaller pot, and put some blue fescue. And then this is a perennial alyssum. The tomatoes are doing really well. Baby bell peppers we have harvested some of the peppers. That is rosemary and eggplant. Those are those green tomatoes with paper on them. Some more tomatoes, basil. I want to walk around this way. And those caladiums, do you remember me telling you about those caladiums that are popping up? They were not from the creek. I worked at the greenhouse and we planted up, caladium bulbs. And so there was rice hulls. And so she's like, I was like, do you want this? And she's like, no, we'll just get all the crumbs out of it. And I guess there was some baby crumbs in there, and that's where it came from. So, because I had used it for mulch before I got the pine needles. But look at these pepper plants. They're a jigsaw puzzle pepper and plant. And they're going to stay small like this. I'm considering relocating these up there to the growler where I dug up those other ones. They're just so cute, so pretty. But my determinate tomatoes, Pop always comes out here, he's like, look at the tomatoes, you got tomatoes. But you do, they grow in clumps, y'all. Determinants, they grow in clumps. Here's some basil seeds. See how well they germinate in a group? Seem to have done really well. Cross over to tomatoes, basil. I may try to separate those and get a little bit stronger. I hate to wreck a good thing. Tomatoes. This is James Galway. Big old hardy stem there. This is second year. Rosemary. The poor eggplants. See, they just get better and better with age. They have a hard time getting to go, but they do well. We'll walk through here. Tomatoes, tomatoes. These are little, like Black Beauty, I think. See the, you pretty? Pretty, pretty. Another thing I'm fretting is I do not see my sun golds. Some peppers, got cucumbers. They're doing really good. Doing pretty good. This one's doing really pretty good. Moved out here, got some new growth. New growth here. These lavender, doing really good. There's some at the nursery. She's got one at the nursery that was left. It was a different size, and I tried to get the same size, and hers was blooming. But look at my Chase Shoals tree. Doing really well. Let's look at this lavender crepe myrtle here and see if it is. It's thinking. It's thinking. Okay, y'all. I have potatoes to process, squash to put away, and I made some frozen French fries, steak fries. So you have to blanch them first and then dry them and then put some oil and your seasoning, freeze them flat, and then put them in saver bags, the air vacuum saver bags. So did those, planted, put them in quart pots, dice them up, dry can, tablespoon of butter for a quart, and salt, seasoning, whatever you want to put, and you process them in the pressure canner for 40 minutes for a quart size. Made squash relish and just froze the squash. So Rose Garden is doing really, really well. Just stay after it. This is Miss Manners. Oh, her blooms are fixing to fall when I let go. Dadgum. But look, she just keeps on. You're not too sad because there's another one and another one. Mock orange growing. This verbena is beautiful. And look at this drift rose. Look, just look, a whole bouquet. Doing really well. Doing really well. This one, so healthy, so healthy. It is light years away. It was a darker red. It's really, really pretty. Really pretty. What do I want to show you? There's Lulu. So I put caladiums right here. Broaden that. They're doing really well. This is a perennial hibiscus. That right there is a hydrangea. I think they're Annabelles. So pretty, you don't see the pipes. We've been here 100 years. There's Annabelle hydrangeas. Super, super big and pretty, isn't it? There's some more of the perennial hibiscus. This is a prime. It's supposed to be more of an upright. It's doing really well. And it's like a year ahead. I just got it this year. It's a bigger plot. And the Annabelle hydrangeas. My baskets. Doing really well. They need water today, I think. And that one, really pretty. My oak leaf hydrangea. I read that thing's supposed to get like 6 feet tall. But I guess it'll be pretty. I'm tickled and honored to have it. And those hibiscus. There's Lulu. There's our girl. Yeah, her's potted and ready to go in the house. Yes. Yes. Oh, and this is the bed that I always forget what's last. But, isn't that pretty? There's another one. There's a blue hydrangea I got. A rogue tomato. Look at I need to pot these up. I did those geraniums from seed. Like, I'm so excited. I cannot believe you can grow geraniums from seed. I was like, it's $3. Let's try it. Yeah, I'm going to keep trying it. This is a perennial geranium. That thing's 3 years old, I think, now. There's some verbena. See, I don't think any of these are going to bloom. But I'll appreciate the red. And I did get some copper fungicide, so when the leaves start turning brown, I always do. And look at those. Maybe they're dewberries. I did see some berries. But it's pretty if you like a wild effect. But it has thorns, but I guess so do my roses. But my baskets are so pretty. The hanging ones. This bush, the freeze I gotten. See some of the brown, but I think most of it's come out. Yeah. It's a limelight hydrangea. It's a small one. My ferns. These are wood fern. They did really well. Knockout roses. They've come out twice. Wood ferns are amazing. These cages, there are some hostas. I think we had a rat that was eating them. I need to get in here and pull that violets away. And I didn't have anything. I moved all the violets I could find and put in this flower bed here. And they're winning. That came back and the rat ate it down. Like down, nothing. Ate that side of it. Looks like he's still eating that side. And those little stinky bombs don't help. Hydrangea. Won't get any blooms. Azalea is white. It bloomed really pretty this year. I like how full it is with things on purpose. Peony here didn't bloom either. It needs to be moved. My baskets, they're gorgeous. I just put the purple on this side that you see. So pretty. So we're at the front of my house. See how you can see the white now? It's so pretty, like it's all in a row, in a line. Oh, my daisies are coming. Open. Yay. See, the rat ate that one. I guess it found other things to eat. It's letting that one grow. Put some strawberries in there. Even if I don't get strawberries, the leaves are so precious. Kind of like my hardy violets. So I do have another peony there, just to be moved. Salvia. My basket here is doing pretty good. It's in the shade. It's kind of deep shade. I think I should move it out. Look at my little chickens that I got at the yard sale for $5. She's got a baby. But that's doing really well. It's alive. Even if it's growing slow, it's alive. And the geraniums. Knock these off all the way down here. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and take this one off too. My blue days. It needs to be moved out of that pot. I think it's hungry or something. But the pot just seemed too empty, and then it quickly seems too full. But I like to move things around like you move furniture, huh? So verbena white rose. See that wood fern? This thing outperformed itself this year. Those little blooms right there were covered in little white flowers. Kind of like an elderberry flower. I don't recall the name. White verbena. There's the window boxes. See the row of white sun patience? I wish I could get my hands on some more. I think I would just curve all of it that way. Desdemona rose. And look, there's my mole from the wind in the willows. I did get another Desdemona yesterday in the mail. David Austin is selling these little 2-quart. So I got that. Do have a skylight boxwood. So I'm hoping it will be the height of that. This takes time, huh? That's a butterfly bush. Some white ground roses. Annabelle under the window. There's a prime, an Annabelle, a prime, and Annabelle. And these purple salvia. Walmart had some purple petunias. They were prime. And I thought, oh, that'd be beautiful right there. But as soon as it rains, it's not going to. And in 2 weeks, it's going to look horrible. So I need to find me some more purple pop right here. I do have a little butterfly bush here. But I need to find something that's got purple that's a big blossom. So we'll see. These are hollies. Look at my weeping redbud. It's pretty, isn't it? So pretty. It takes time to be okay with some failure. But you don't know it's going to be good until you just do it. And work with it and play with it. It's like my own playhouse. Yeah. There's water hose. I hate winding up water hose. And I do not know feet. So I got the longest one. I didn't need the longest one. Making a live fence here with my boxwoods. And I saw table and chairs on Facebook Marketplace. And I thought, oh, what a neat little place for like a secret garden right here. Wouldn't that be fun? Be fun. Got some rogue roses that they went back to their root color. They were grafted roses. And they did really well here. And they're climbers, and so need to cut them back. The azaleas, these are white azaleas, the first thing that I bought and planted. And I have a rambler rose here. This is a really nice rambling rose. Oh, Bridgerton Albrighton Rambler. Y'all know it better than I do now. And it took the move really well. The drift roses, I just don't think there's enough sun here. They do pretty well, but I just think it's not doing as well as it could. So they're just not. But the Albright, it said it would take semi-shade, and it does good. It gets a morning sun. So, but I'm pleased with a lot, and it's always learning. My irises did real well. You know, when you start planting different seasons, so you start planting in February and March, and this is all sun, and then the pecan trees put on their green, and it becomes a shade. So, anyways, but see, I moved these roses, and they're getting a little more sun, and they are coming out with new foliage. So those I need to move. And plans, I have a rose garden right there, and I need to figure out how to get that stump ground and put. But I think I'm going to bring that out here and plant roses there, and I thought I can put those drift roses behind me there and have a rose garden leading through the potager. There's my laundry. And let me tell you, that is a shower curtain, that big white square there, and hung on our shower. And I just throw it in the washer, and asked my husband to get it down for me, and he did. And I usually just take the liner off and not wash the front, but he took it all down with the ring. So I thought, okay, just wash it. So I put it out here, but I do anyways, just the liner. But the liner, just getting it washed, it came clean, but the bottom wanted to be stained. But you hang it outside, the sun will bleach it and kill all that bacteria or whatever's growing on it. You know, it just does that. Everybody's does that. Don't feel bad. Just get it hung out, and that sun will bleach it out. So it's done really well. So Lulu, sweet girl, her's waiting to go in the house. Got her spayed. Such a pitiful, pitiful thing. But it's pitiful when nobody wants puppies, huh, Lou? Yeah, it's pitiful when nobody wants puppies. Yeah, yeah. These are some of the potatoes that came from my garden there, where it was a row. And it's going to be sunflowers. And then this is also, look at that. It's so pretty. And there's some red ones there. They're pretty good size, too. So we're going to be eating potatoes today. We haven't had pinto beans in a few days, so I look for some pinto beans to be cooking. Don't you, Lulu? Yeah. Don't you, baby? Yeah, she's a good girl. Yeah, yeah. And Bootsy's really, really scared of this collar thing on her. Just wants nothing to do with her. And Lulu wants to follow her around and tell her all about the stories, huh, Lulu? Yeah, her's a good girl. Yeah. Well, y'all have a blessed day, and I hope you have a puppy like that in your life. Yeah, huh, Lulu? Yeah. You don't want to? You want to go in the house and see your pa? Yeah, he's wanting a cigar, isn't he? Bye, y'all.